and welcome to the TECHunplugged videocast. We're here today at VMworld Europe in Barcelona for a special Velocloud sponsored discussion panel, and we have very nice and very smart, primarily, guests with us. So I'm just starting from next to me until the very end. We have Dominik Pickhardt, Craig, you're from Velocloud, right?
That's right.
We have our very good friend Andrea, and we have Raff on the very end. So, gentlemen, can you just introduce yourself very shortly, and we'll get started with questions.
Yeah, Dominik Pickhardt at Network Autobahn on the Twitter.
Craig Connors, Chief Architect for VMware SD-Wan by Velocloud, and I'm at Egregious on Twitter.
Andrea Mauro, Andrea_Mauro on Twitter, and working for a consultant, VMware partner.
Raff, Poltronieri, Cloud Solution Architect at Cloud Italia Telecomunicazioni.
Thank you very much. So we're going to get started in this first portion of our discussion panel talking about the network of clouds. The network of clouds is something we are starting to hear about, and it sounds very promising, very exciting. So what I'd like to ask first to you all is there really a network of clouds? If not, how do we get there? If yes, what is it about? So whoever wants to pick that up, Craig?
Yeah, I can start. I think we used to think of the cloud as like one holistic entity. And now we have really, as more services move to the cloud, seen segments emerge. So SaaS being one cloud, infrastructure as a service being another cloud, security being another cloud, analytics being another cloud. And not only are businesses trying to access all of these clouds, but there's interplay between them that's also going on.
I think also in the cloud, the challenge is you have not one cloud, you have, as you said, many clouds, and you don't want to manage many islands. You want to have this all under one hood, and the WAN connectivity should be, let's say, just there. You don't want to think about how integrate with vendor ABC and make this all happen.
Yeah, the different type of network on the different type of cloud, including private cloud or premise network, on-premises network, are just difficult if they are managed singularly. And you need an abstraction layer and some kind of glue to make hybrid cloud, multi-cloud possible and easy.
Yeah, today a company that runs different applications on different clouds, because every cloud has its own peculiarity, its own features, so different features. A company usually must have more than one cloud, public cloud and even private cloud, but all of them must be accessed in an optimized way, just because there are so many connections going out and going in, coming in. So optimization of connectivity is the key word.
So what I'm hearing from you is that there's a problem of complexity. There's a problem of many clouds, which are a necessity or reality. We just cannot escape that. And we want to simplify to have an abstraction layer and so on. So Craig, can you tell us a bit more about what you've been doing in that space? What is the architecture that Velocloud is proposing? And then if I'd like to hear also about everyone here about what they think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, there's two pieces of complexity and access, ensuring access. We have our cloud-based orchestrator, centralized point for managing and monitoring, lets us do API automation. For instance, with Azure Virtual WAN, you can do one-click integration, and you don't need to go manually configure that connectivity to those clouds. We've also got the unique part of VMware SD-WAN, our cloud gateway architecture, where we're providing a single point where we aggregate your traffic and then split off into those multiple clouds and guarantee the quality of access as you reach those different destinations.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of customers have the choice. They can use this cloud instances. They don't have to manage this, yeah. But of course, you're also offering on-premise gateways, or you can have both or mix all that up. And I think the challenge, so you have a guy, they have started with AWS. He had 50 sites. He configured manually 50 VPN tunnel. He was happy, and then the next day they come and say, "Okay, we are going for Azure as well." Yeah, and I think with Velocloud you abstract this away. Yeah, it's just a single device that you have in the cloud that is just connecting magically all your sites to that cloud. Yeah.
So you think that the future is that we're going to for example, use a service such as Velocloud. We connect to the Velocloud infrastructure. It just routes all of our traffic. It kind of optimizes all of the flows, and we get to the endpoint as we need. That's the vision.
That's the vision.
Okay,
I hope
very
these
good.
guys agree.
I think one is the vision, the other point is what the customer really needs, and this is probably a possible answer to some things that customer has, because as you said, you can configure a lot of VPN, and this was usual for cloud connectivity and also connectivity between branch office, but it's too difficult. You have to orchestrate, to manage, to automate this. And the second part that is probably most important for some customer is the way to optimize this kind of traffic, because in the other part, in the other case of network, you don't care about optimization inside the cloud because it's optimized by the cloud provider, or inside your company because you do at the switch or level. So it's very, very important.
Yeah, one question I have still around that is around for when we get problems, when some network connectivity stops working, and sometimes you see entire services going down and everybody looks totally helpless to fix that. Is there such a thing about self-healing networks? Is that something that you are eventually willing to get to deliver, or the industry at all willing to deliver?
Yeah, I mean, I believe so. I think we've already demonstrated that we can build a self-healing WAN, because you talk to customers of Velocloud and a lot of the problems that they traditionally solved around access problems and last mile problems, they're not facing those problems anymore. Velocloud's able to detect those and steer around them or mitigate them in real time with error correction. And now with more than 150,000 sites deployed, one of the things that we learn a lot about is what problems customers still have. And things that exist outside the WAN, and we're looking to get more visibility into those parts of the network and extend our intelligence out and really build that end-to-end self-healing network.
Raff, if I'm not mistaken, you work for a very large cloud provider. Can you tell us what will be the value for you as a provider in getting such an SD-Wan solution implemented?
Oh, well, the most value that we get is just to deploy it in a simple way to very large very large number of customers. So it will be easy and secure, and just to even manage the bandwidth so that it's with optimization, as you told before, we can even make a kind of quality of service and use the as less of bandwidth possible, but keeping the level of the user experience at the same time.
Okay, so one question maybe for you, Andrea. Since we're at VMworld, how do you think that this SD-Wan solution from Velocloud, which is part of VMware, by the way, how does it all participate in the VMware SDDC vision? Do you think that it's an enabler for the SDDC view, not just of VMware, but also Dell Technologies as a broader? Is it helping deliver that?
I think so, because it's just, I don't say the missing point, but is completion of an entire vision, because you have NSX that can cover cloud and on-premises network, but the part on the one is just VPN, so there is a missing part, and in this way, if you by the years you found a way to full orchestrate all the part. Now there are some integration with the policy that are very good, but we can arrive to something that can be fully orchestrated, and
okay.
So is.
So for you, the main takeaways are simplifying operations, helping automate things, and provide repeatable results. What about you, Dominik?
Yeah, like he mentioned on the missing part, I think Velocloud and VMware is on a good way to integrate their two main controllers to each other. I think there is still some steps to go to have the orchestrator together with the NSX solution, but I think the way is clear that this will happen. And for me, the message was kind of the keynote. We are going in that direction. We will bring this full integration until we have a complete solution that is end-to-end.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'd like to thank you all for this discussion today. Have a very good day, a very good VMworld, and I think that I hope that we'll see you around very soon for another round of discussions. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.